Hello, my name is Sunny.
And I'm Sarah.
And over the past several weeks, we have conducted research to learn about cereal consumers. After talking to consumers through focus group and digital research methods, we worked to develop insights and recommendations to help cereal advertising speak to the consumer in a powerful and relevant way. Our research goals were to uncover consumer behaviors and attitudes in terms of cereal consumption. We wanted to gain insights about consumers' cereal purchase habits and also explore their responses to specific advertising concepts. Finally, we wanted to use the information we gathered to provide recommendations for the creative group to improve its cereal advertisements. Our methodology began by creating a proposal that outlined the goals and timeline of our research. First, we conducted a focus group, and then we utilized both online and mobile research in order to gain more information from consumers. Then we organized and analyzed the data that we gathered to create insights and recommendations. The focus group that we conducted included 6 participants and was held over a 35-minute session. During the focus group, we asked the participants questions about their cereal consumption, took polls about cereal preferences, and asked for opinions about cereal advertisements. We recorded the responses and then created a transcript to help develop our insights. The 3 cereal advertisements that were selected for our research were from 3 different brands, each with varying advertising messages. We wanted to see how participants would respond to the different messages, styles, and the type of appeal. We gathered responses to these advertisements in both our focus group and our online research. To conduct our mobile research, we asked participants to take and submit pictures of their cereal consumption habits. These images were helpful in understanding the preferences of cereal consumers and the importance of the image of the cereal products. To gain even more feedback from cereal consumers, we conducted online research through a Facebook group. 6 participants responded to questions about their cereal consumption and preferences, as well as their recall and opinions of the same cereal advertisements that we showed in our focus group.
The first insight that we found is that by showing the image of a cereal in its advertisements, consumers may be more persuaded to try it. Many consumers like to be able to visualize what it is that they're buying. When it comes to cereal purchases, consumers want to be able to see the cereal before they actually try it. During our focus group, several participants said that they prefer being able to see the image of the cereal so that they know what the product actually looks like. Some quotes from participants included, "I think by seeing what the cereal looks like, that would persuade me more. Whenever I try a new cereal, it's because I saw it myself and I thought it would be good. Perhaps the ad could be improved if more of the actual product was shown." Since consumers prefer to know what a product looks like before they buy it, they may be discouraged by cereal ads that don't feature an image of the cereal. Including a picture will make the consumer more knowledgeable about the product, better able to differentiate it from other cereal brands, and perhaps better persuade the consumer to actually make the purchase. Our second insight was that cereal brands that have personalities are often more memorable to consumers. Having a distinct personality reflected in an advertisement makes it easier to recall a brand. Throughout our research, some participants were able to recognize certain brands based off their personality, even though they had never actually tried the cereal. Some other participants' opinions included, "I've never had Mini Wheats, but I recognize the little cartoon character from all of their television ads. The cereal commercial I remember the most was Frosted Flakes because of that funny song and Tony the Tiger." Our second recommendation is to reflect the cereal brand personality in its actual advertisements. Whether this is a distinct character, style, or language, showing a cereal brand's unique voice makes it easier for consumers to recognize the brand and associate it with the advertisement. The third insight that we uncovered is that keeping the message of the advertisement consistent reinforces consumers' memory of the brand. Once a cereal brand has established a certain message or voice, it is confusing to the consumer if it changes from one advertisement to the next. Several of our research participants emphasized their awareness of message consistency when it comes to cereal brands. I think this ad is not really the message that Mini Wheats usually has. This is taking away from their already built image that they are a healthy cereal. If the Mini Wheat was also characterized on the box like it is on the ad, it would help me make a better connection between the ad and the cereal when shopping. Our third recommendation is for the advertising message of a cereal brand to be consistent with its previous advertisements. From our research, we found that a consistent message makes it easier for the consumer to recall the brand and its personality. Maintaining a consistent message across cereal advertisements helps the consumer make and strengthen their connection between the ad, the brand, and the product. The fourth insight that we uncovered is that knowledge of health information is very important to cereal consumers. In many consumers' eyes, cereal is not a totally healthy food, but they are still able to identify the healthy and unhealthy ones among all the brands. Some cereal brands try to position themselves as healthy, but many of our participants feel that they are lacking the proof to back it up. According to our participants, a few said, "I don't like that there's not any product information. That's good for me because I like to read about it." And, "I feel like Breakfast for Champions is such a bold thing, but they don't really show why or how they back it up." Our fourth recommendation for cereal brands is to include a cereal's nutritional information in its advertisements. If a cereal brand positions itself as a healthy option, it should make that benefit and its evidence clear to the consumer. Consumers like to identify if a cereal is healthy or not, so advertisements for cereal brands claiming to be healthy should provide nutritional information with them. The responses that we gained overall from participants during our research were helpful in guiding our analysis and understanding of cereal consumption. Learning about the habits, preferences, and opinions of cereal consumers helped us to develop specific strategic insights and recommendations for the creative development of more cereal advertisements. Thank you!